Okay, hello, dear friends. Good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful, and quiet evening. So, I want to take this opportunity and just blah, 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 and tell some stories. So, this place is Gamble Garden, and it's in Palo Alto. And it's a very beautiful place, and it's quite close to my workplace. So whenever I have some time, for example, I have 1 hour time, too short for going to swim and too long to just stay inside in the school, I go out to come to this place. There are several places I go to very often, and this is one of them. And it's autumn time, beautiful foliage. There is no reason that we do not enjoy what nature has offered to us. So I went there and kind of relax myself and wind down myself. Wind down myself. Because the job as a teacher is sometimes can be quite intense. And the other day we were just chatting in the teacher's lounge, and some other people who do not work inside the classroom, they work longer hours. And I said I'm lucky that I do not work until 5 or 6 o'clock. I still can see the sunshine. Some friends, some of my colleagues, they work until, not teacher administration, they work until 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And when they go out, there is already no sunshine and it's dark. And we are different. I can go out when there is sunshine, and I can go out early. But teacher's job never stops. You go back home to prepare your things, to correct homework, and also in the classroom, it is 100%, if not more than 100%, which is an improper fraction. You are 100% should be vigilant. Vigilant is the word. Very, very careful. A slip, a split of attention slipped away, there might be an accident happening. So anyway, so from time to time I go out to see this beautiful foliage, and there I am. And at the same time, I will tell you a story, and this story is a true story. It's from my real life. I will not tell you the time of the story so that you do not confuse or you do not guess whether this is my current student or previous students. Anyway, this happens very often if you are a teacher. There was one time, long time ago, and far, far, far away. One day, an old lady teacher. No. So one day, I woke up early. I prepared myself. Not so early woke up. But anyway, I went to school early. I prepared myself. I prepared my lesson plan, and I put my computer on and just prepared and get a couple of minutes of myself me time just to put myself into this preparation. This P sound. This preparation mental stage. And I closed my door. I do not want anyone pop in because there are always things happening and I want to have this time. Anyway, I was perfect. If not more than perfect, I was perfect. And I was prepared. I was happy. I was in a delighted mood because I prepared myself. And then the student came in and we started the lesson. The student did not sit down, and some standing up and some wandering around. And I said, please sit down. It's class time. And then they still do not sit down. And it's just so strange. And at the end, they sit down. I was in a very happy mood and prepared. And we started our lesson. We did some exercise. And nobody was in the mood of doing exercise. Someone did not get out the pencil. Someone was looking for eraser. And then there was no paper. And some people still chatting. It's just such an unexpected, or actually I should expect things goes wrong, but it's so much against what I have prepared. I came fully prepared. I love teaching. I love my job. And I love what I do. And I want to share my passion of learning, of teaching, of improving. And just did not echo well. I was very frustrated. I said, please, your parents paid for you to come here. It's my responsibility. And I feel I own your youth, your time. I need to teach you. Why not? You do not want to learn what is going on. And I was so hurt at that moment. I think after a couple of minutes, the class is kind of cool down. Nobody talks, and they sit there. But still, you just see from their eyes, they were absent-minded. And it was very strange. So I said, please, what is going on? I am happy and prepared. I want to teach you. And learning is such a wonderful thing. And you love to learn. I know. I love this class. I love teaching. And I know you love to learn. What is going on? So this time there was one student and came to say, sorry, I feel tired. I said, why do you feel tired? And then she said, I didn't sleep early. Last night I slept late. So after this student said this, some other students start to say, oh, I just do not feel right. And some others say, just absent-minded anyway. So that was the class. What can I do? So I said, everyone, let's just not doing anything. Just sit there. Give yourself a couple of minutes, and then we come back. Can you help me? Or can you help yourself? Can we all give ourselves some time to think or to stop? And then we come back and do the lesson. How about that? So they took some time, and then finally we came back to our lesson. But it was just not right, that day's lesson. I do not know the reason. And we've end up our lesson. So later on, we started to do some math games. We started to do some activities, which is less challenging, more appealing to them, but also a way of learning. and we went over and we went through that lesson. It was not the most pleasant lesson, but at the end we went through and we learned something. And after this class, I went outside the classroom and went to another class. And that class came out of another class, PE or physical education or music or design or whatever class. There was one student crying and another one. It's just another chaos. And they came to the classroom and I was noisy and rumbling, and it was just totally out of control. And they sit down, some did not sit down, and cannot stop talking and explaining the things I was trying to ask. What is going on? What happened? And then there are 3 or 4 voices, all of them trying to say. And then I said, okay, let's just stop. We are not doing anything. We give ourselves some time. You know, the past is past. I do not know what happened in your previous class. And this class, you are with me. I know you like my class. And do not let the old things, the past things, to damage this class. The past class is history, is done. From this moment, from now, we enjoy it. At least, we get it smoothly. Anyway, at the end of the day, still the class was not in the most learning mood, but we went through it without fighting, without quarreling, without we went through safely and comfortably, or safely and peacefully. Let's say it this way. So, what we get from this story? After this class, I give myself some time to think. It was not a good day. There was something that is beyond my control. And they have problem. There are times we have problem. I have problem. I take ownership of my own problem. But in that particular class, I do not have problem. I fully prepared. It is them. They have problem. At this time, it is important to keep cool, to not get frustrated. It's their problem. You do not need to take ownership of other people's problem. And it's not right to take ownership of other people's problem. It's not good for you. It's not good for them. No one wins. So it is their problem. I am good doesn't mean other people are good. I was prepared, but they were not prepared. It's their problem. Do not take the ownership of their problem. Accept the fact that there are times, we all have time, up and down. That particular time is the fact that some people happy, some people do not happy. Let it be. And only when you can open your heart and accept yourself and accept things can turn out different way and things can happen different way, you have this generosity to yourself. Can you stand tall enough to solve the problem? This is number one thing. Do not take other people's problem to be your problem. The second thing, just think about it. 9 years old, 10 years old can honestly say, I'm sorry, I slept late and I had some problem. For this, they should have the credit of appreciation. They can think that way because I didn't push them to tell the truth and I didn't push them to say they are wrong or something. I just let them to tell the truth. And just by telling the truth, by giving a chance to open up, to explain, it brings out a better result than a bad result. Second thing, when other people have problem or when whoever have problem, do not be influenced. Feeling is contagious. Good feeling, a happy smile is contagious. A bad feeling can equally be contagious. And do not let bad feeling to influence you. In physics, in our body, we train ourselves to be strong. So when there is a flu, we can be so strong and be not influenced. And in dealing with people, we need to train ourselves to have a healthy mental state. We have a strong mental attitude, mental health. Then if there is bad influence, a bad mood or a negative mood, a pessimist mood, it will not influence us because we are strong. The third thing, both of these two classes did not turn out as brilliant, did not turn out as Hollywood movie. At the end, everything happened good, everybody happy, and we live good life and learn happy ever after. No, it was not that result. Allow things to go low. There is nothing more you can do. You do as much as you can, and you are good enough. There are things you cannot solve. Do not try to solve because it's beyond you. And that does not mean you do not make effort. You make effort as much as you can. That particular day, if you give math problem, number problem, if you give complicated multiplication problem, fraction problem, it will not work because their brain is too occupied, is preoccupied with all the problems. And if you try to still input another set of problems, math problems, or language problems, or literature problems, it's beyond their ability to digest, to solve. So no more hard problem. They had a bad day. They may deserve some sweet things, right? Do some math game, do some educational game, do something that is less challenging, more pleasing, and just get through that day peacefully, calmly, and with good spirit. You do not want to end up a class. Everyone is unhappy and crying or just not happy, right? And another thing I learned from psychology, those listening to Coursera and psychology, and also from my experience, is that people remember things the very last. No matter what is happening, no matter the process, the beginning of the things, the process of the things is not as significant to remember as the last moment. It is the last moment that they remember. It is the end result that they remember. I want them to go outside my classroom happy and in good spirit and remember my class no matter what has happened in the previous time. When they leave me, when they say bye-bye to me, they say have a good weekend, they say thank you teacher, I say thank them, and you did a good job, we did a good job, this class is fantastic, this class is good, we learned so much things, you make me so happy. And we say this, we say encouraging things. At the very end, make sure, always, 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 even if you need to swallow your pride, even if you need to just swallow something that you do not want to swallow, make sure at the very end of the class, smile, be happy, say encouraging things. So that's the moral of this story. I wish you have a happy, happy, happy every day. I love you. I really do. Do, 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 do.